I recognize the honourable member for Halifax Needham.
Madam Speaker, my question is for the Minister of Education and Early Childhood Development. There may be no better group of people better positioned to speak to the state of Nova Scotian schools than our teachers, who work on the ground with our children and have been warning the public for years of the worsening issue of school violence. As the NSTU recently said, teachers know firsthand the devastating impact of school violence on children, school staff, and their families. Can the minister explain why then her government colleagues are preventing teachers from appearing before an upcoming Public Accounts Committee on this particular issue?
Order, please. I would ask the member from Halifax Needham to rephrase her question. You cannot include any type of committee business in your question, so I'll give you an opportunity to stand quickly in your place and ask the question rephrased, please.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will rephrase the question. Does the minister think that the NSTU would be an appropriate have a public platform within the committee speaking?
No, in government.
In government.
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Education.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to the member opposite for the question. So let me be clear. We understand and value the importance of the voices of our teachers, of our educators across the province with respect to all matters on education, and particularly with respect to safety, Madam Speaker. That is why we formed a leadership table that includes NSTU and PSANS to deal with the exact question of safety, and that's why I continue to meet with those parties on a regular basis to address safety in schools. Madam Speaker, that's also why I've talked to teachers across the province, thousands of teachers, meeting with them in meetings, over 80 staff meetings already, where we talk about issues around safety, and that informs the work we're doing on safety. So, for example, we've spoken with Brooklyn Elementary Schools, and they've identified the need to review our code of conduct, which we're doing as part of this safety work. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I recognize the honourable member for Halifax Needham.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Not only can teachers shed important light on the safety and well-being of students and staff, the issue of school violence gets to the heart of challenges in recruitment and retention of teachers. 42% of teachers who have recently considered quitting indicated this was because of rising levels of school violence. The NSTU is now urging this government to reconsider. So my question to the minister is, does the minister believe that the deputy minister knows the issues better than the NSTU teachers that are on the ground?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Education.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I do really appreciate this opportunity to clarify the confusion around this issue and around the question of including NSTU and teachers in this discussion. Because, Madam Speaker, Public Accounts Committee reviews reports of the Auditor General, and the Auditor General recommends witnesses at that committee. I think that's important to understand. Madam Speaker, that being said, we know and value the importance of teachers speaking to us and us working in conjunction with and on the advice of teachers around safety in schools. Madam Speaker, that is why we are supporting families to be more engaged, because we've heard from schools like Avonview, Hilton, and Islands Consolidated about the need to include families in this work. Madam Speaker, that's why we are improving incident reporting. I've heard from our students about the need to improve incident reporting.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.